The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 121. You get the Nasdaq up 30. S&Ps are up, 12.5. Gold contracts up $8 at $1,318. We have silver up 43 cents, $19.30. Notes and bonds are flat. You get the notes up 2 ticks. The bonds are up 10 ticks. King dollar's down 395 ticks at 95.66. We get a beginning of a week. We get the Fed meeting Tuesday and Wednesday, statement Wednesday. We get action, man.
We do. And, green across the board, right? Pretty
green across the board. After red across the board Friday, green across the board Thursday, red across the board last Wednesday.
Right? No,
and
every
folks,
day. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. If you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top or the side. You hit that banner, they'll put up, you bring up the account, the platform, they'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can follow us as we trade these defined option contracts. And, there's going to be big action out here this week, just as last week. What's amazing is that every other day, as I just said, it's green one day, red the next, green one day, red the next, green one day, red the next. So
big moves each time, too.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And even from this morning, this is just the S&P 500. That's a 7-point move in the span of just a half hour.
Right.
Now these are, sometimes we pull it up. These are the weekly binaries in the S&P 500.
Oh,
so right now we're at
good.
2145.
Okay.
So you can see 2102. That's where you really start to get into like a 10-to-1, 8-to-1. If you're looking for.
That's not bad for the beginning of the week.
No, it's not.
And a Fed announcement.
That's as long as you're gonna get on the Nadex binaries, right? But it's basically a weekly binary, and there's some premium in here, but probably we know the VIX pulled back a little bit.
It pulled back quite a bit on
there's
Friday.
not as much premium as there might be in here.
Right.
And you can see even to the upside if you're looking. Just stretch it out. So 2186, 40 points to the upside. You're talking about a big risk reward. Now that's 2%. To put it in perspective.
Right.
But this could be a big week.
There's no doubt. And
and even you're getting better than a 4-to-1 at 2174, which is less than 30 points. You're getting pretty much exactly a 2-to-1 at 2162. Now that's interesting. That's less than about 18 points, 17 points.
Right.
To the upside. And you're able to buy it at 33. If it expires above 2162.50, you get 100. Profit of 67.
I like those trades, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
And those will have active bid offers as this escalates. So if you're in that 2162 and there's big news breaking, you'd probably want to have an offer in on the other side.
Right.
As the Fed news is breaking, maybe.
Yeah.
Because if you can get a pop and get out at whether it's 75, 80.
We had the low of last week was 2107. I like that, man.
Yeah, big movement, right?
Yeah. Is that a daily? Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool, man. Actually, the low
we had big moves.
The low was lower than that.
Last week was quite a week.
It was.
If you get anything like last week and you're trying to make those trades where you're getting 3-to-1, 5-to-1, you're probably going to be successful. As in, obviously, because you're looking those types of moves.
I expect we're going to see this week just as bad. So let's look at this again. I'm going to get a couple of these. So
which way directionally?
I think we're going to go lower. I think we're going to go. I like that. So I can bid.
I'm going to be selling them.
Yes, I am.
If you're going lower.
Right. So the 2111 would cost me how much? That's
where are you looking? 2114.
$22. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be about 22 to make 78.
Yeah, and then the one below that, 2110. Look at that, 14 to 10. 2102. 02. I see. Okay. Okay. So I want to sell 2 of the. Yeah. I'll go
2114.50. So yeah,
Right.
you're about 30 points pretty much to the downside.
So
So you're going to be selling them
yeah.
per contract. Your max loss is 22. There you go. How many contracts would you like?
I'll do 5. So okay. So my max loss is 110. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And I
And then
can
your
make
max profit is 390,
390.
and that's the $500 full value minus the 110 you're putting up
And
for
then
the 5 contracts. So and that needs to be 2114.50 or lower.
okay, hit it. Yeah.
Okay, you're in.
Okay.
And now the chart will tell you that.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't see that before.
Yeah.
Now, does that do that in the spreads too?
I'm not sure if that does that on the spreads.
Okay.
Yeah. But with the binaries, when you pull it up with this specific
Right.
binaries listed along the axis, you can see that now that axis, that strike price, you have 5
That's right.
that you're short for the greater than 2114.50 binary.
And what does happen is that I mean, if we get some movement down, it doesn't mean I can't take a few of them off either.
Right. No,
yeah,
you can trade
right,
them.
Right.
If you happen to get volatility maybe ahead of
Right.
Wednesday or
Right.
even on Wednesday.
Well, what I'm looking for today is I'm looking for a bounce in the market today, and I think I'd say the S&P to me has already done it. And I'm looking for light volume. If I get that, then I think my probabilities probably go up a little bit higher. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow right now is up 111. You get the Nasdaq up 27. S&Ps are up 11. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 113. We get the Nasdaq up 28. S&Ps are up 12. Gold is up $7.90. Silver is up 43 cents. And okay, so we traded the binary on the short side, but now show
so
me.
you sold one underneath the market, right? So that's kind of like an out of the money binary option. It basically is.
Right.
And you got a nice 4-to-1 basically risk reward, almost at about 20. Risking 22 to make 78.
Right.
So I said to you during the break, you could always do both sides of the market.
Yeah.
As in, and this is where you can trade it both ways. You can trade it looking for the big bounce where you could buy one above the market.
Right.
And then, like we do with oil and natural gas, then basically you benefit from a huge move in either direction.
Right. Which
So-
I think there's going to be,
Yeah,
by
so
the way.
if you were going to do that, the other one you could take would be 30 points above the market.
Yep.
Which is even slightly better than the 22, where you're getting in at 17 versus getting in at 22 on the other side. So you'd be in on both sides for $40 total.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then what I said to you too, what's really interesting about this, I think, is that when we do it with oil and natural gas, you can get a pop and maybe get a pullback, but with the weeklies and with so much news coming down on Wednesday, maybe you get decent news that allows the market to go up, whatever that is, right?
And then
or
go the
down.
opposite way.
And so you make sure you close it out, to, when you get that pop, whatever side is profitable, and then you have those other contracts with 2 days left, to maybe get a pullback.
And on Fed meetings, that
you could
quite a bit.
Theoretically, everybody can imagine that you could get movement one way, especially in like the 2 to 5 minutes right after the market when you're getting big action, let alone that day.
So in 5 contracts, what would that be?
It'd be just under 100. It'd be 90 right now, even on the. I mean, that's where you're saving $2 a contract, so even 90
that's tempted. So that'd be.
You'd be all in for $40.
Okay.
Combined for every 2 contracts. That's why we stay per contract. Now you'd be doing 5 total, so 5 of each side, so you'd have 10 on. So the total trade you'd be making would cost you $200 about for the 5 contracts.
That's intriguing, man.
Yeah, no, it is. And what I said too is you don't even have to put it on right now, either.
That gets interesting because realistically,
I mean, you have 5 days. The market could move in a big way, but it's only going to move in a big way one way or the other, right? As in.
I think I'd have all day today to figure this out, though, for sure. Tomorrow might be dicey.
What could happen, too, the risk is that if this goes
down slightly.
No, it's
up slightly.
You're going to have to pay more for this binary. You know what I mean? You're almost going to be there.
Right.
So you are short right now. That's the problem. So if you get upward action, it's not as sweet of a trade, obviously.
Right. Interesting, man.
It's always good to just know your options, right? That's what I was saying. But what intrigued me most about this one, though, is really that I think there'd be more of a possibility of a pullback to take even some value off the table of the other side of that trade.
Yes. No, there's no doubt. Because what we also have, folks, which we haven't brought up yet, and this is just as important. Well, this is just as important for the metals market. And what this is that the Bank of Japan starts a meeting tomorrow and also comes out on Wednesday.
Okay, wow,
and they're going to come out before our Fed. And so what happens is with the yen deal, that makes a difference.
Sure.
In the metals market. So Wednesday morning, we're either going to have a
big action.
Yeah, it's
just jumping out of my mind. There's so much. What about just 2162, right? You could only go 18 points to the upside. So maybe you're not as bullish.
Yeah.
Where like 2174, the market either is going to, you could get in and with that'd be only like $52. So then you'd have a 1-to-1 risk reward.
Right. For
18 points to the upside and about 30 points to the downside.
Let me pull this up.
That's interesting how you basically create those boxes of profit, right? Where, you'd say to yourself, maybe I don't see a huge pop. If anything, the market might just hold at these levels. when the Fed comes out to a little pop versus the downside potential is greater.
Well, and you know what's going on is that it's intriguing. So the S&Ps to me are a lot weaker than the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq looks like, wants to spike that high, but the Dow and the S&P are so weak. It's like, man, there's a big divergence there. Well, you can see it on the chart. I mean, look at, where we take a look at this. We were at 2183 on the 8th of September. We're 2144. Now, if we look
we
at
were much lower, just we're all the way down to 21.
Exactly. Yeah. And if we go to the NQs, though, watch this. If you look at the Nasdaq futures, folks, what happens is that you're at the highs.
Sure.
So it's like
for sure.
The Nasdaq futures could spike in a huge way, man.
Apple was a big part of that, I bet.
It was a huge part. Apple saved the market last week.
That was just a gigantic move.
It was
for a gigantic company.
It is.
Yeah.
If we look inside the indices in general this morning, we have is this. The leader is 3M. That's up 1.3%. American Express is up 1.3%. IBM's up 1.2%, and Cisco's up 1.1%. Taken away from it is Verizon's down 1.1%. Walmart's off 0.5%, and Merck is off 0.2%. Inside the NDX 100, we have, let's see, NDX. NetEase up 4.8%. That's a move.
Yeah.
NVIDIA is up almost 3%, 2.9%. Mattel is up 2 point. Is that Mattel?
Big moves again.
Yeah. Mattel is up 85 cents. I think that was Christmas is coming. All the kids are getting toys again. Taken away from it is Stericycle, which is down 3.2%. Netflix is off 1.3%. Oh, I almost got to see Narcos, too. Narcos is
almost?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because what happened is that my clicker is not...
No, it's a remote control first.
I know.
Go ahead.
My remote...
Your clicker ain't working? Really? My clicker ain't working.
It's pretty
Technology.
bad, folks. I know.
Your remote control isn't functioning correctly. We'll get that.
You know how you get a couple of them? So I had almost figured it out on the TV how to get that.
I don't know. I think you should get that figured out.
I gotta
You gotta get your Netflix working.
I do. I was so excited. I saw Netflix up right after the Patriots game. I says, I didn't know how I even got it up.
So good, too. It is.
Yeah.
I wonder if Netflix is down. Maybe Amazon was getting some good press last night, I think, because of, did they get, the primetime Emmys were on last night, and I wonder if, I know Netflix had some awards for sure. I'm not sure if Amazon Prime, their original content had some awards for sure.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think if, I don't know if Netflix did too. I don't know what, but I wonder if that award ceremony is what's driving Netflix, maybe.
This has been in a consolidation for quite a while. Netflix, look at this. 2012, it's at $10. Runs up to 133. That's quite a move, huh?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is.
Let's go over to Amazon. We take a look at Amazon.
Yeah, market obviously overreacted when they tried to
Amazon said, this is heavy, folks. So Amazon, the whole market, folks, was going down on Friday with volume. Amazon was going up with volume. Amazon, man, is going to take over the world. It looks like Amazon's going to do. Amazon may save the NDX. Looks like it's going to take another leg up. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's up 107, Nasdaq's up 25, S&Ps are up 11. We're going to be right back.
If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market Safe Focus Commodity CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 6 equally weighted commodities, including gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With annual pricing caps of 50% per component, you could earn up to a 50% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The October 13th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 105. You get the Nasdaq up 24. S&Ps are up 11. If you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, folks, great time to do it, whether you're trading indices, commodities, currencies, and all of the above are going to be, well, they have been moving, but this week, no doubt, is a big week. What's going to be intriguing here is that so we have the September meeting, the November meeting, the December meeting, and the probabilities are very low that the Fed's going to go up on the September or November meeting. But,
yes,
you know, it's staying above 50% pretty good on this December meeting.
Yes.
You know, this morning we're at 55%. There was an article in the Journal this morning, which I suspect some of the larger institutions will pay attention to. It was the Boston Fed chairman, who is normally a big dove.
Okay.
He is getting worried about the rates being too low for too long now.
Okay.
That's a whole new mantra.
Yeah.
Now, and what happens here, this is like from a third party, folks, because as of last Tuesday, the Fed, they're in a blackout period. They cannot be speaking.
Yeah.
You know, but bang, that article appeared this morning. Isn't that funny? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you know. And as one of our tigers say in the den, the Bank of Japan is going to be a big number. You know, I suspect, you know, even before, it's going to be a big number for the yen, you know, and the yen right now is trading at 101.72, and that the yen affects the metals market, so, and affects the dollar, you know, so the dollar-yen correlation is going to make a difference. This dollar, bottom line is that this went topside in a big way. You know, we're pulling back this morning, and the pullback is on light volume. You know, we got 8,300 contracts. That means we'll do about maybe 30,000 out here today, and we went topside with 39,000 on Friday.
Yeah.
You know, so that was a decent move.
Definitely.
And volatility, all of the above.
Oil's up, right? I mean, a solid dollar, even gold up, everything.
Yes, CLX6. So, oil. And don't forget, folks, we get the oil numbers Wednesday. You get the gas numbers Thursday. And you can see this oil's having a tough time.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
I mean, that come down hard. Oil traded 421,000 contracts on Friday, but if you're looking at the chart, it looks like it broke the swing with volume. But what happens, folks, is that oil trades and rolls every month, so that would have been the older contract too that it's going into. I mean, we can get close to those numbers, but that's oil really likes to just rock. It's been rocking and rolling beyond belief, man. It's going to be intriguing if this Dow itself can't even hold price, though, because the Dow, you know, not that it's only pulled back 20 points, but that 20 points is enough because of what it's going into. What we're doing here is that we're going into the highs that came in last Thursday. We got to what? 18,250. So now we hit 18,254 and I couldn't hold it. And for the folks that, if you're, you know, not necessarily trend traders, but if you're looking at those moving averages, the Dow has a big problem. It's under its 50. Let's see how far away from its. It's quite a way away from its 200. And if you want to see something that's pretty cool, if we put this up, there's very few times, and this is pretty amazing actually, because this is where, if I bring this back a whole year, oh, actually no, it's went under it a few times. Yeah, the Dow has gone under it quite a few times actually. What I'm talking about, folks, is gone under its 50-day moving average and then just beat it right above it once again. The S&P, let's see what that's done. So if I bring this back a year,
Just back on that. Yeah.
now so the S&P hasn't done it as much. You know, the S&P, the SPY, you know, we got under it for 2 days in May, all of 4 days in June, and now we're on about the 6th or 7th day. So the NDX 100, I think this just tucked underneath it for a few times. Nothing heavy though.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that one. So the Qs only came down to it last week and then rejected it.
Yep, big time.
So the Qs are the number, folks. The Qs are either going to drag us up or drag us down. You know.
So did you watch football this weekend?
I did.
What were you saying? You watched Patriots?
I got the end of the Patriots. I was watching Minnesota and the Vikings.
Green Bay?
In Green Bay.
Yeah.
That was good.
Nice. Yeah, lots of good football. It
Yeah.
was. Patriots are going to have to tough it out. It looks like they lost their quarterback for
I know.
4 to 6 weeks, something like that. We'll find out soon.
So Brady's out 2 more games, right?
Yes.
2 more games.
So they have the third string who was in there, and they managed to hold on to the win pretty much.
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, no. I saw.
But it'll be interesting to see what happens because they're back up to that guy. You know, the third string now that's starting, and I should know his name because he's going to be the starter for the next couple of weeks. But his backup's going to be like Edelman or something, a receiver. I mean, you don't have 4 quarterbacks on your team, so their backup role right now is really even. Maybe they go out and get somebody. I think that's. I mean, they're that. You know,
he put Edelman in last year for like a pass or something, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not probably.
I saw him once.
Maybe he's their wide receiver pass guy. Obviously, if he's going to be their 4th string quarterback, he probably has an arm, but.
That would really drive people crazy if they win with a 3 or 4 string quarterback. Do you know what I mean?
Somehow they go 4-0 with like 4 to 5 different quarterbacks, including a wide receiver under the center.
Seriously.
And then Brady comes back. You know.
Yeah.
He said thanks guys.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Pretty cool though. We'll see what happens. And hopefully Garoppolo gets back soon, and because he's obviously playing really well. I mean, he was just destroying everything. I don't know if you saw. I mean, he had like 3 touchdowns. He was killing it before.
Yeah, I got the last like 7 minutes
he had
of the
like
game.
just stats off, just touchdown. Football.
Oh no, there's no doubt, man. You're watching I was watching the Denver game too, and it was so cool watching. I never saw so much orange.
Yeah.
They show that. It's like, wow.
That Denver defense, too. Do you see the end of that? They Von Miller, he was the Super Bowl MVP when, God, they want it. Man, just that defense. He's forcing fumbles, returns for touchdowns.
Really?
You can see the guys, yeah, pretty cool.
We got action. We got football action. We got market action. And we take a look at the market itself. The market's having a hard time holding here.
Yeah, it is. Even the S&P just dropped about 2 points.
And, you know, what's going to get intriguing here, folks, is that the European markets are up, and they should be able to stay up. But if these markets can't even stay up, you know, today, that's going to be a slight problem.
Yeah, they had quite a little head start.
Yeah, big time. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow right now up 87. Nasdaq's up 18. S&Ps are up 9. We're going to break back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 90. You get the Nasdaq up 19. S&Ps are up 9.5. And let's go take a look and see how the commodity market is going here. So natural gas is down 1%. Live cattle's off 0.8. Coffee's up 3%. Cocoa's up 2.7. Silver's up 2.4. Crude's up 2. We get some action to the top side here.
I don't want to see more expensive coffee. or oil.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
I use both on a daily basis.
Yep. Heating oil is up 1.8%. Sugar's up 1%. Look at the sugar. Sugar's at 22 cents a pound.
Okay.
Let me just look at this. This is the fluctuation in sugar, as Andy Hecht has taught us, is just crazy. Look at this. I didn't see that move Friday.
Wild.
This is like crazy, folks, okay?
Yeah.
Sugar moved from 21.12 to 22, so it's 22 cents. Now we're 22.
Can you pull up a longer term chart?
Yeah,
I'm just curious where
SB1. I will. This is where it gets.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt that we demand sugar.
Yeah.
That seems to be a common theme of
watch
our
this.
diet and diets across the world.
I'll put up a 20-year weekly, no, 20-year monthly, and look what you got. So, and if we just start not that long ago, 2004, it was at 5 to 6 cents a pound.
Yeah.
It goes up in 2008 to 19 cents. Look at this, though. This is, then it it goes up to...
Yeah, quite a roller coaster.
It goes up to 30 cents in 2010, down to 13 cents in 2010. Oh, my God. And then in 2011, it goes to 36 cents.
Yeah, they're saying China getting a sweet tooth, too. Who knows? Maybe.
That would make sense.
Yeah, it would.
That would make sense.
It would.
Last night, this is, if you didn't see this, folks, just Google it. It'd be on YouTube. 60 Minutes, right?
I saw it. Go ahead.
Did you see that?
Yeah. The movies?
The movies.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
I think I had seen that one before. It might
Did
have been,
you?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I watched it again. It was. And just go ahead. What were they talking about?
And what they're talking about is that making movies in China, and this one man built a studio that is like, oh my God, it's like...
It just marvels any Hollywood studio, to put it right. Yeah.
And like full cities.
Yeah.
And then the way he got it...
only the biggest Hollywood studios have something like that in America, pretty much. You know,
Right.
you build out your entire studio to film whatever you want, to create worlds.
Exactly.
And they have plenty of that same type of studios
Huge.
now.
And they do the filming. They were saying they do 30, not films per day, but 30 productions are going on per day.
Yeah.
And then they have all these people coming in, though they're making money on all those people, like a Disney
Tourism,
World.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It was...
The other cool part is how now every movie that Hollywood makes, they're factoring in China.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So they went from and they talked about whether they're just like altering the American movie.
Right.
And now they're just basically saying there's not going to need to alter it, because from the get-go, it's going to be part of the process of being like, and so what are we doing for Asia and China really specifically China?
Exactly, including making sure that there's nothing offensive that they'll actually let fly inside China, which is pretty amazing, man.
No, you can imagine, because there's still, they talked about some small, and I say small, everything's relative, right? But they have to center, basically.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to American.
Yeah.
So that's just, they're just going to make sure they don't start with that problem.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. I mean, any market, as in anything, if you can sell it to China, yeah.
What I thought was phenomenal.
You don't have to sell it anywhere else if you can be successful in China.
You don't.
Yeah.
They showed a picture, an aerial view picture, coming down, looking at and it was just not only the studio, folks. It was like as far as that area view would take you, like, my God.
I mean, you're talking about at least $1 billion. I forget if it was billions, but it was $1 billion that he had spent, to build this out with cement everywhere. I heard. I thought of, the cement. We're always looking at Cemex, right? I mean, they for some reason said cement when they were talking about building it out. I don't know if you but maybe it's just so massive that those types of molds, that they just come in, everything was just cement that way because it was just so massive.
No, you can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it. This market out here, folks, is going to get intriguing, and this is why the bonds have given up on price. Not a big amount, but last week what we did have is that it was the bond market that was putting pressure on the S&Ps, putting pressure on the commodities, because this market does not like even a quarter point, which is just a mind blower, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what's wrong with a quarter point?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Not a big deal at all.
It sounds like the market's like a little kindergarten kid, right? Taking conniptions on a quarter point.
And look at just, so Larry, our man Larry Pesavento
was
just posting the sugar contract and check out those .382s everywhere.
Wow.
For the pullbacks. Pretty cool.
And what does happen, folks, if you're in your car right now, when you do a .382 pullback in a market that's going higher, that is a very shallow pullback and makes a very strong market. I mean, big time, too. You know, because 50% pullbacks are a normal pullback.
Sure.
And you get a couple of them, and then you get a huge sign of strength again.
And look at that Gartley, too, with the .382s,
Look at that.
.618.
And that was the buy.
Right
That
there,
was the buy at 13 cents, 12.5 cents.
Pretty cool.
Wow. And if you've never traded sugar, sugar's really liquid in the futures market. I haven't traded it a good 4 or 5 years right now, but I used to trade it a lot when Sosnoff was on.
Okay.
Because he was trading and I was trading it. We'd be texting each other.
I think we have a caller. I can't
cool.
see it in the chat, but why don't we go to them? Who is it? Who's on the line?
Tommy, Jim in Minneapolis.
Hey, Jim, how you doing, man?
Yeah, we're doing well after the big opening of the new stadium last night against
that was
Green Bay, and with our backup quarterback, and pulled it off.
Yeah,
So,
that was,
cool,
they were talking about the new stadium. We're talking about the noise, I guess, is incredible. They have to get used to the noise, right?
Nice.
Not only just the quarterbacks, they signal out someone else, and I was working, and
That'll
I
be a
just
huge
looked
home
over.
field advantage, though, if that's
Yeah.
the case. So
Yeah.
that's a good deal.
No doubt.
Yeah, the Metrodome was pretty darn loud as well. And this one has, on the end of it, you can open up their 90-foot high, huge glass cantilevered doors that'll open the whole end of it up.
Oh, isn't that cool?
But I think they had it closed. I don't know, yesterday.
Okay.
But,
Well, yeah. Are you getting cold weather already?
No, it was 81 yesterday. It was
Oh,
gorgeous.
nice, man. Sweet.
Just fabulous. There's a hint of crispness in the air in the evening, but and we got the Ryder Cup starting in Minneapolis. In fact, they're starting to do practice rounds out there.
Oh,
today.
that'll be fun. Now, that's every 4 years, I think, right?
Yeah, yep.
Man, that
every
was a
4
quick
years.
4 years.
I know, it always seems so quick.
That blows my
It's
mind.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
That
they
is
bring in
unbelievable.
They set up a city out there. It's unbelievable. They
No, I
closed
love
down
that Ryder
schools.
Cup.
That's fun, yeah.
That
There's been some amazing finishes in that
big time
recently, too.
And the combination is just, it's good golf watching
Oh, yeah,
it. Do you
they
know
get
what I mean?
into it, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's and the crowd gets kind of raucous.
Yeah,
and, everybody's
there's
having fun.
emotions for sure.
Hey, Jim, stay right there, okay?
Gotcha.
Tommy, Jim from Minneapolis, we want to hear from you folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is up 87, Nasdaq's up 17, S&Ps are up 9. We'll be right back, folks.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 92 right now. Nasdaq is up 16. S&Ps are up 9. We got Jim from Minneapolis. And Jim, what did you want? You wanted to look at OPK, right?
Yeah. I wanted to look at that and see if.
Let's take a look. So this is
the life at this thing.
It's a biotech discovery, development, commercialization of pharmaceutical products, vaccinations, and diagnostic products. Okay, so if we take a look at this, this thing had some volume last week. There's no doubt. It's off the lows. That's on a weekly. So on a weekly, you're already into the 983, which is pretty good. Okay. Yeah, you get some action here, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it wants to go after that 1054. So what you have, folks, is this. Once you get into that bar, see that the bar at the high.
April 1st.
Yeah. The high there is 1172, or the low is 983, and you're already at 1034. It's like, hey, you can climb up there, man. I mean, that's what it looks like. So what's going on with this equity, Jim?
It was just, I'm just kind of bottom fishing. I mean, this thing's been beat up,
Or has it? Let me pull this back.
If you look at a longer-term chart.
Okay.
Oh
yeah, I got it. So we just pulled it back. That's not that bad. $19. Okay, so you get a high of 19. It
was a good start to 2015. It didn't end up so well, though.
Yeah, no.
Well,
but you know what? You get a test of $11 and 85 cents there, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting on my hands waiting to buy Hecla back. I was just looking for something else to.
Yeah, and take your time with Hecla, because what did happen? Hecla's an ABC down. Hecla broke the B point last week, broke it with volume. So, that's a big heads up, too, that the correction and the golds and the silvers are still on,
Where do you measure Hecla down? Where would you? You were talking about June 25th.
You just bring it. Yeah, June 25th is the number on quite a few of them. In Hecla's case, that's a decent ABC down. I take it right from the top. The 730. 726 is the high there. Your B would be 534. I suspect Hecla wants to try to get into like the 440 with last time we had volume on, that's that week of June.
June 17th.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, guys. Well, have a great week, and we'll look forward to Janet yapping, yelling here on Wednesday.
Well, listen, as we're talking, I don't know what's going on, but hey, as we're talking, man, something just happened to the NASDAQ. This is crazy. So check this out, folks. The NASDAQ, the NQs, just went from, that's really weird, man.
These Fed governors, I mean, they're all over the place, and they couple sentences out of them, and the market's.
I guess so. Someone just said something.
There could be some speculation all week.
The volatility's here. It's here in spades. Thank you. Duffy's telling us it's Apple. See, Apple is the ruler again. Once again in this S&P. Apple just went down a point. It goes down.
Yeah.
It goes down a point and it kills it. That's pretty amazing, man.
I wonder if that's. I'm even seeing a news headline: trial on Apple infringement of Nick's patents still on, or something like that. Who knows? That could have been if they got.
Gotcha.
I don't even know if that's current. All right, Jim. Thanks for the call
All right,
so
gentlemen.
much.
Have
a
a good
great
day.
week, man.
Thanks.
So you stay right there, folks, because coming up next, of course, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. He's going to be growling and prowling with you. We go to TD Ameritrade headquarters. Steve Rhodes.
They wanted us to check on that trade one more quick time. It's down a few points, right? If you wanted to take that top side, now you get it at 1675.
Oh, we'll have to check it out.
There we
You
go.
stay right there, folks. Basil's coming right up. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.